Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Judge.
Sorry, we're running a little late. I was having some internet problems. As much as I love Zoom, occasionally things happen. So, Mr. Foley, I have the first case as the 081. Is that all right with you?
Yes, ma'am. I see the McLeans are on the screen with us. Ms. Hill's here. And on that case, Ms. Schroeder was the ad litem, and she signed a waiver, but she apologized that she had another hearing this morning. She wanted to be here in person, but was unable to attend. So,
okay.
Asked me to pass that on to everybody.
All right. Oh, I did not start the recorder. Let me do that. We are live on YouTube. And just so the family knows, I leave those up. So you can see yourself on YouTube, on TV if you want to. And y'all look so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't know who's more beautiful, the children or the dad. No, mom wins. Mom's the most beautiful. All right, let me go ahead for the record and call cause number E20081AD. Mr. Foley, you represent this beautiful family. How would you like to proceed this morning?
Your Honor, I do represent Mr. and Ms. McLean. As we're getting started, I would ask you to take judicial notice of the file today to include the necessary required pleadings in this case. And as usual, including the affidavit regarding interstate compact, the health, social, education, genetic history report, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history of both of my clients, the waiver and consent by the department as managing conservator, the waiver by Ms. Schroeder as the attorney and guardian ad litem, and of course the underlying suit of termination from April of 2020.
And by virtue of a computer, I have had the chance to review the file, and the documents are as Mr. Foley has stated. And so I will take judicial notice of those items.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the only other thing I would ask you to look at, Judge, there was we had submitted an order granting the adoption or proposed order earlier. That may still be in your queue. We submitted an amended one this morning. And the only difference is under the residency requirement, we had initially thought we were going to do the hearing earlier, so we'd requested a 6-month waiver. But I think we're about 2 or 3 days past 6 months, so we've taken that out to show that we didn't have to request the waiver for the 6 months for residency.
And you're sure we have met the 6 months? I did not check that. I can count if I need to, but.
Mr. and Ms. McLean, y'all can correct me, but June 12th is the day they were placed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you're good. All right.
And with that, I'll be calling both Mr. and Ms. McLean as witnesses today in their petition for adoption, Your Honor.
All right. Could I ask both of you to raise your right hands and be careful that you don't drop a child when you do that? I know parents can do it. I know. Do each of you swear to affirm that any testimony you would give in the cause before the court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
See, they've already passed the test. They can take the oath and hold a child. That's the test.
But it's scary at the beginning is they fail. They still have to report it to CPS because we're not through yet. All right. And Judge, I'd like to call Mr. McLean as my first witness, if that's okay.
Yes, and you may proceed. I don't know. Can he do it? He can.
We'll see. See how talented he is. All right. Sir, would you state your name for the court?
Devontae McLean.
And Mr. McLean, you and your lovely family are joining us from your home there in Odessa. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the reason you're here today is to ask this court to allow you to adopt both of these children in your laps, being Sanal Zuri Patience Green Robinson and Austin Dan Robinson Jr. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, as to Sanal, she was born on May 29th, 2016 there in Midland County.
Yes, sir.
And Austin on July 16th, 2018 in Ector County. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we know you're asking to become mom and dad today, but you're currently the brother to these two. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. So you're ready to change that role over and become dad, right?
It's been a gradual realization of that.
All right. And as we discussed with the judge, both these children have lived with you for just over 6 months. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So based on that time frame and based on your relationship with them, do you believe that this adoption would be in their best interest?
Wholeheartedly.
I know. Oh, I know. It's just
Would you tell the judge why you think this is what's best for them?
That wasn't an objection, was it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. No legal
I heard
objection.
them saying how wonderful this was, Judge. That's what I
Okay,
heard.
good, good.
So, Mr. McLean, could you tell us why you think this is the best thing for both these young people?
Yes, sir. Well, I can give you 2 reasons. I can tell you one, because I'm a Christian, and in the Bible it says in the book of Psalms that children are an inheritance from the Lord. And since I'm a Christian, I obviously believe in God, and I believe that it is God's design for children to be reared toward godliness, that they would be loved so that they can truly flourish. I believe the Bible outlines that plan. And since my wife and I both love the Lord, we are equipped, though imperfectly, to be able to raise the children and enjoy and growing to know God and love. So that is one reason. The other reason is because from seeing them actually enjoy being here and seeing them progress. It's more noticeable with Sanaa because she's older, but being able to recognize the progress. You are older. Recognize the progress that Sanaa and Austin have made, and seeing them grow to be more comfortable and vulnerable. So I would say those are 2 of the main reasons.
Oh, amen. Those were very good reasons. I think you've already made this clear, but just to be clear for the record, you're willing to take on all the duties and responsibilities of parent for both these young people, just so they've been born into your family.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let's talk about their name changes. For Sanaa, you're asking for her name to be Sanaa Ophelia McLean.
Yes, sir.
And for Austin, to be Austin Elias McLean.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Judge, I'll pass this witness.
All right, Mr. Foley, your next witness.
Call Miss McLean.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, would you state your name for the court?
Yes, it's Treasure Monet McLean.
All right. Miss McLean, did you hear your husband's testimony today?
Yes.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
Yes.
All right. And since we're on the record today, you are willing to state that he is correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just got that for you, Mr. McLean. All right. Now, do you also believe that this adoption would be in the best interest of both Sanaa and Austin?
Yes, I do.
And would you like to add anything as to why, in addition to what your husband's already said?
I would, other than the 2 things that he said, I would just also like to, make sure that we make it clear that we love them deeply. And so these 6 months have been just a real wonderful time for us to get to not only know them, but to be connected with them. And I cannot imagine our lives without them. So we love them very deeply.
Awesome. And you also will take on those same duties and responsibilities of parent for them, just as they've been born to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, with that, I'll pass this witness. I do not have any further witnesses or evidence to present. I think we've got a screen full of people who would probably be glad to express their opinion as to the best thing for these kids. And on that, I'll rest and ask you grant the adoption and the name changes.
Thank you, Mr. Foley. I pride myself on being a mean old judge that people don't know I have a heart, and you brought tears to my eyes. So you have blessed me today. I too am a believer, and I had a couple of scriptures run through my head while you were talking, and that was the one in I believe it's in James where he says, true religion is this, when you take care of children who are not with their parents. And so that to me is a true sign of faith. And then also in Corinthians, when it says, if you don't have love, you're a clanging cymbal. Now, you can tell that when I quote scripture, it's the Tracy translation. So it's the Judge Scown translation. I don't always get it right, but it's obvious how much love is in that family. And right now, isn't that what we're all surviving on? So you have made the family. All I'm going to do as the judge is sign a document that makes the legal requirements in place. But I do need to ask Sanaa, because she's shaking her head. Sanaa, are you happy about this?
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm getting adopted.
I am happy you're getting adopted too. Are you going to have a party today to celebrate?
Well, yes.
Well, you know what? I think that would be a good thing. And all you have to do to have a party is hold hands and sing a song. And so I think y'all can do that today. And I may do that with myself later today. Just hold hands and sing Happy Adoption to Sanaa and Austin. So I am going to grant the adoption. I don't have the order right in front of me. As Mr. Foley said, it's probably in my queue and I will have to pull up another screen, but that will be signed today. I am granting the adoption, and as of today, they are legally yours. I will also grant the name changes, and I'm not going to try to quote them exactly, but as it is, Mr. Foley has put it correctly in the order, I'm sure I will sign those, and those name changes are legal. Congratulations, it is finalized.
Yay! We're adopted!
Austin! Yay, Sanaa! Yay!
We're so excited.
Well, thank you very much for giving me the privilege to do that. And we'll recess your case. We have another adoption to take care of. And I just wish you all the best. Thank you so much for blessing me today.
Do we have a moment? Do we have a moment for a picture? I'm not sure if, do one of y'all know how to take it? They
Absolutely. I have no idea how that works, but I'm right here. So if you want, I don't know why anyone would want me in their picture, but here I am. I can actually put my head down so you can just have the seal if you prefer that.
Y'all don't know.
It's okay. I'm gonna do it through my phone.
I only know how to record.
Okay,
I
mentioned earlier, the whole proceeding is on YouTube, and the channel is, what is it? CPC West Texas.
Okay.
I tried it on my phone, but it came out really bad, so not my skill.
It's fine. I'm gonna go.
Plus, I charge extra for photography, so.
You know, it's the memory, it's not the photograph. The photograph just jogs the memory.
It's all good.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank
y'all.
you.
We're in recess on that matter.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Foley, do you have your next clients ready?
Well, Judge, I see them, their names on the screen, but I don't see a video or they're muted.
Is it Mr.
can y'all hear us?
Stedham? Who is your client?
Alan Stedham, that shows, at least on my screen right below me. Mr. Stedham, can you hear us?
Yes,
Okay. Can y'all turn your video on?
I thought it was on.
It should be, when you scroll your mouse around if you're on a computer, the lower left screen, there should be a mute button. Then it says start or stop video.
Oh,
Yes, okay.
Click on that. Oh, okay. Now we're making progress. There you
Yeah.
go. All right. Good job.
Okay.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Come here. Come here. Come here, Charlie.
Ma'am,
Say hi.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
Good morning.
And the baby is too.
Looky there. Look, Mama.
All right, Mr. Foley, for the record, since we have all the parties, let me call cause number E20082AD.
Thank you, Judge. And I represent Mr. and Miss Stedham and their petition for adoption of their grandchild, Charlie Rose Niles. And I'll be calling both Mr. and Miss Stedham as witnesses today.
All right, would both of you raise your right hands? And this is a test. If you pass, if you don't drop the baby when you raise your right hand. Do each of you swear and affirm that the testimony you would give in the cause before the court would be the truth, all truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Foley?
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, I would ask you to take judicial notice of the file to include the necessary required pleadings, specifically the affidavit regarding interstate compact, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history of both my clients, the consent and waiver by the department as managing conservator, the waiver by and consent by Ms. Blount as the attorney and guardian ad litem, the underlying suit determination, and also the social education was not required in this case due to being a grandparent's adoption.
All right, and I have had a chance to review the file. Thanks to our wonderful computers, all of the items that Mr. Foley has listed are in order, and I will take judicial notice.
Thank you, Judge. And Mr. Stedham, did y'all decide who wanted to go first this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right, so which one of y'all want to go as the first witness?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll go.
All right. Mr. Stedham, would you state your name for the court?
Alan Bruce Stedham.
And Mr. Stedham, were you and your wife and Charlie joining us from your home there in Odessa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're here today asking this court to allow you to change your role from grandparents to mom and dad of Charlie Rose Niles, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Charlie was born August 7th, 2019, right there in Ector County. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And she's been with y'all since birth, really, correct?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So based on your role as her grandparents and the fact that she's not known anybody but y'all this whole time, do you believe it is in her best interest that you be allowed to adopt her?
Definitely. Definitely.
Would you
do.
tell the judge why you think so?
Well, we're totally bonded with her. We're very happy. She's changed our lives. We're totally in love with her, and she has been a pleasure for both of us. We love her very much.
All right.
I think she's happy. She's very happy.
I think that all comes through the screen. So you understand that should the court grant this adoption, you're taking all the responsibilities and duties of a parent for Charlie, just as she'd been born to your family.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're asking for a name change to Charlie Rose Stedham.
That's correct.
Okay. Judge, I'll pass this witness.
All right, your next witness, you may proceed.
Ms. Stedham, would you state your name for the court?
Stephanie Dawn Stedham.
And ma'am, did you hear your husband's testimony today?
Yes, sir.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
Yes, sir.
Do you also believe allowing you to adopt Charlie is in her best interest?
Yes, sir.
All right. And why do you think so?
Totally bonded with her and we just love her so much. And she has made so much progress with therapy and just, oh, she's just bloomed and very happy.
All right. And I think y'all have answered this too, but you're also going to take on those same responsibilities and duties of caring for Charlie as if she'd been born to you.
Yes.
Okay. Judge, I do not have any further witnesses or evidence. I think the joy of this family kind of shines through, and we ask that you agree with the adoption and the name change.
It is, and I can, Mrs. Stedham, just every time she talks about how happy she is, she just brightens and smiles. And Mr. Stedham, I know that everything you said to me is true, because when you tell me how happy you are, you have a serious look on your face. You take your happiness very seriously, and that means a lot. But I can tell she has come a long way, and I admire both of you so much. The best is yet to come. And I know she takes a lot of energy, but it's obvious that you're both ready and willing to take that on. So everything that Mr. Foley has put into evidence is what was necessary to grant the adoption. It's obvious that you're already a family. So all I'm doing is putting the legal requirements that the statutes require for her to be legally yours. And I will do that today. So as of today, she is legally your child. Congratulations. And I will grant the name change as you have requested. So congratulations. I bet y'all have a great Christmas. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Appreciate y'all.
You know, and it is such a privilege. I hope that y'all will continue to stay in touch and let us know if you need anything. And I don't ever mind getting a picture. So,
Oh, absolutely.
Get Mr. Foley a picture once in a while, he'll forward it to you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you,
just
guys.
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you all very much. I believe that's all we have today, Mr. Foley. It's always pleasant to see you.
Great.
Listen, if we don't see you ahead of time, y'all stay safe and healthy and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
You too.
And y'all too.
Thank you, Ms. Rossetti.
All right.
Bye, Charlie.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank y'all
Court's now
so
in
much.
recess. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye. Oh.
Say goodbye. Say thank you.
She's going, why is the TV waving at me?
Right.
No, you knew exactly why. All right. Y'all have a great day. Have a great
You too. Have a
celebration.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.